for me, this is what I do. I start right here and I start at the foot. I come in about that far. Because now we can use this right here to hang it. And now you get if you don't do this, the hair gets all over everything. And then you use your hand or your feet just to prop everything, to prop up everything. Pull that down just like that. Make a little loop like that. Everything is good. So that's how you do that. Come over here. Take your gamrel just like that. Put like, honey.
Yep.
Why don't you crank that up. Hey, crank that.
Wind it up.
Crank that. Follow this right down. Follow this down, and literally we're going to follow this right up. Just like that. Now, antelope have a ton of hair. So the less hair that you get on the meat, the better. So I always see my hand, it's covered in hair because it's wet. I use that hand just to touch that. Now, we're gonna start on this leg. The reason I have this low is so it doesn't spin. And I have not, this is my first animal since my stroke, so it's pretty cool just to see things are working. And you know, to me it's about learning things again, over. Making it. See this seam? Follow that seam. All the way down, all the way up. Follow that down to about right here. Flip it over the back.
Hey, Rob.
Flip it over the back. Just like that. There you go. Now, come right here. This is your brisket right here. That's a good deal. Now, pull this down right there. Pull down. This is why we did this in the beginning. This will pull right down.
Watch your knife.
Then right there. Now, as you can tell, me and Sarah are gonna make this into a really cool Euro mount, not a vase, lamp. I have to learn words. We're gonna make this into a really cool Euro mount lamp. This will come out just like that. When you split it, that allows you to get a lot of the neck meat that otherwise would just go in the bin. See that? That's a wound from him fighting. You see, when they had a fight, they were hooking each other in the butt. Now, the next thing is your primal cuts. That's your hams, shoulders, back straps, ribs, tenderloins, and the neck meat. Then we can break it out to sub primals. Let's go. So this is how I do this. I take the animal and pull it back, just like that. And you'll see it pulls right like that. That's a shoulder. There you go. And you have to prepare. You do this, prepare so that when you're done, there's just meat, not meat laying everywhere. When it does like this, all the meat drips down and all the blood and everything goes down. This is a good way just to get your animal ready. I typically run this down so it gets to the bone. This is half. This is the other half. A brisket is 2 halves. So if you have a cow, a brisket is over here. Hey, hon, why don't you get me a little, there you go.
Compliments of Shelf Albert.
All right. This is our tenderloin. Let's see how this is gonna be. I take my thumb and I cut it right there. Cut it down, cut it right there. A lot of times you'll take your fingers this pole is kind of, I've never used a pole like this, so it's a little ways different. Same thing. You're not doing this with your knife, you're doing this with your hand. There you go. Tenderloin. Okay, the reason that I did this, now you can see exactly what this is your ham cut right here. That follows right down all the way to here. I cut. Now, from here, I like to cut right here. Take your fingers, I roll it back like this. Little pieces like this, the pieces of meat, you just then it'll come right out, and that's your back strap. Now, a lot of times what I do is there's pieces like this that we can make into, watch this. Everything is on half the body, half the body. But this is a little different. Same thing here. I'm going to show you what's different. So far it's the same, but the difference is here on this side I started on the backbone. Here I start I start this way. There you go. It'll come out. Then you could just take your there you go. This is our shank over here. This is gonna be great. Like, this is gonna be awesome to eat. It's like braising it or slow roasting. This is good. Down here, this is our ham. There you go. What I do, I never use a saw. I just take my knife, I come around that little bone, now we'll do this side. Now we'll slide this around. Now check this out. I take my hand and I push it just like that. I'm basically turning the meat. That's gonna pop in a second. You can see right there, that's the ball. That's what he runs with. There's a little, there you go. Now that's loose, but we keep it from falling down. Now we just come down just like that. Watch this. There you go. Now watch this. This should stay there. Stay there. Now, and that's how you do it. Everything is in primal cuts. Now we're gonna take all the meat and grind it up and make it into cuts that you can eat. Let's you go.
Now don't watch me because I'm not going to be that fast.
Nicely good job. Yes. Very
Thank
good
you.
job.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
very
you.
impressed.
Thank you, honey. Thank you very much.
Good stuff, bro.
All right, you guys.
Nice job.
That's the kind of, I mean, that's a normal job for us. You know,
Is there something you would have done different?